What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'll wait till the chat gets more populated, but I'll tell you guys how scammers wanted into my channel a second time. Good evening from Germany. Jeez, what time is it over there? Actually,
Plus
wait.
6 hours, right?
I would say plus 6, so yeah. It's almost 2 in the morning. Sheesh. So yeah, a scammer wanted into my channel a second time. Last time we went live, I was telling the story of the Duolingo scammer that wanted into my account. This time it was Shopify, but I saw it coming from a mile away. Oh, shucks. Yeah, we got the time right. We called it. So it was like the same setup as before. He was in my Twitter DMs, but no, he was in my DMs because that's how all the scammers do. And of course, he had a blue check mark because the blue check mark means nothing anymore. But yeah, he's like, I'm from Shopify. Um, didn't even discuss payment amounts, but was like, I'm gonna send you the contract. And I'm like, okay, he sent me the contract. It was an exe file. I'm like, yeah, I got. First of all, I got your IP address because it tried to download an exe file. Second of all, I tried to do it on my phone, so it's nothing's gonna happen. And yeah, I basically said nice try, a hole, and all he did so far was send me a poop emoji back because he knows I called him out. Good night from Italy. Dang, we got people all across the globe here. Since when am I that popular? Um. So yeah, the Duolingo scammer, he ended up blocking me because I ended up spamming him like multiple times a day. Eventually, he just blocked me, but this guy, the Shopify scammer, has not blocked me yet, so I continue to send him random messages, and eventually I'll be blocked. Yes, Cyrix, no time, long time no see at all.
Cell phone. Oh my god, my brain. I got a big brain.
What else? So yeah, I'll probably recap the story again as more people come in, but yeah. So if you ever see, I said it in the last stream, I'll say it again. If you ever see my channel randomly go live and start showing a random crypto coin, then you know I was hacked. Following since 2008. Dang. Let's play some Sploon. Let's see here. Wake up the TB. And look. There we go. Just playing with some microphone settings. Anyone on your form back? That name rings a bell, man. That name does actually legitimately ring a bell. Well, let's see. What we got? We got Splat Zones. All right. If anyone here plays Splatoon, I'm gonna be that guy for Splat Zones here. What guy? I'm gonna be that guy that swims around like crazy with super buffed up recon points and oh, and Ninja Squid. As just putting recon points everywhere on the map and being that crazy guy that swims undetected in the ink. I have heard of Ambernick, quite a bit actually. I want to say they. I don't think they reached out to me once before. I would have done a video on them by now. But no, I've heard of them. Oh, I got a zero sugar soda. Wait, hold on. Like old times. Ready? Ready for this? Is YouTube your main source of income? Literally the opposite. YouTube isn't a source of my income at all. Hasn't been since 2009. AdSense, they told me they were turning off my account due to invalid click activity, To this day, never got details about it. Yes, I know it's been 15 years, but weirdly, I am able to apply for monetization again, and I did back in like October, and I'm still waiting to hear back. So I don't know what's up with that. That's why I love what Patreon's been able to do for me so much, because all the money I get with Patreon just goes right back into like AliExpress and buying stuff so the cycle can continue. Plus, I have something old from my childhood I want to look at too, but I don't want to spoil anything. Isn't it neat though? I'm a classic YouTuber that has yet to be involved in some sort of like cheating scandal or PDF file shenanigans or shilling a crypto that was a rug pull. I'm an OG YouTuber that has yet to do that. Just you wait. Alright, time to start spawning more of these recon points. Oh god. Oh! Nope, 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 nope. Don't like that. Don't like that. Nope, nope. There we go. Dude. Put it down, you fart. Yeah, I'm that guy putting all these everywhere. I recently modded my GBA SG. I have the classic NES edition one, and I wanted to put a backlit screen on it for the longest time, and I finally did, and but what do you do about the battery life? Once you put an IPS screen in there, your battery life just tanks. And aftermarket ones that claim to be high capacity, they're just not. Are there any genuine high capacity games that are just batteries there? Or are they all fake? Who else is watching that monster consoles? I love the IPS screen on my SP. You could even change. There's different pixel modes to make it more like. It looks more accurate to how the pixels look on a frontlit screen. The pixels are more defined. Or if you just have it, straight up IPS pixels. It's really cool. Battery life, man. I don't know why, but I think it was recommended. I think it was recommended to me. YouTube showed me a video. It was like from 2006. And it was like Happy New Year's for 2007. 2007 is gonna be this type of thing. Happy New Year's from YouTube. And it's just like, Jesus, this is so not YouTubing. It's back when YouTube had that personal touch, man. YouTube really felt like it was about the individual creator, not about Mr. Beast and how much he could put on his own little Squid Game routine in his backyard or whatever. Like, it's not YouTube, man. It's not YouTube. That was my boomer rant. Oh, for those wondering, I have my zero sugar soda of choice is Starry. It's actually Starry soda is a pretty convincing zero sugar flavor. Me and Tweeter Girl were talking about this. Like, you kind of get used to zero sugar soda, like the taste of it. In fact, sometimes now when I have like a regular soda, I'm kind of like, oh, the sugar's too strong. I can't believe how many people's childhoods I was. Man, you guys are... See, I always have the coolest fans, because you guys just come in here and tell me that how somehow I have cool videos, even though, like, have you seen the old videos? But... and I see the like-to-dislike ratios in those old videos. YouTube in general doesn't understand Tweeterman, and to be honest, I barely understand Tweeterman, but... I think people come across those old videos nowadays and they're like, wow, this is absolutely garbage. This is like the armpit of YouTube. And they just hit dislike and move on. We watched your 3DS unboxing review so many times for Christmas. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Speaking of, like, nostalgia, one thing I want to review soon. I picked myself up one of those Evercade handhelds, where it's cartridge-based handheld gaming, but it's all legal. Like, all the re-releases of old arcade games and NES games. Even one of them has an N64 game on it, Glover. But every single game is legal and licensed. And it feels like the old days, too, because when you open up the box, like, you get the cartridge in a plastic clamshell box. And it comes with a manual that actually tells you how to play the game. It comes with a poster too. Remember how they used to actually come with posters? Yeah, and it's a reusable plastic clamshell. Like, it feels like it used to, and it's so cool. And no, this isn't sponsored because I bought the Evercade with my own money. Nobody sponsored me for it. So these are my honest opinions. Nobody's looking at me right now saying, like, alright, you're gonna do the sponsorship in your life for me. You're gonna do it. Say you love the Evercade. Do it. Nah, I'm not what the algorithm wants anymore, and that's fine. You know, again, that's why I have Patreon supplementing my income, because YouTube doesn't pay. No, I'm not in the algorithm anymore, and that's fine. It's whatever. I'm not in the algorithm because I'm not giving $1 million to a homeless man, because I'm not, again, recreating Squid Games in my backyard. You know, I'm not playing a piano underwater. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just, here's a neat handheld. Do you like it? I do. Thanks for watching. Actually, I don't. For me, the Sega Saturn, I don't have any experience with a Saturn. I was definitely a Nintendo kid, and I think I only knew one kid in my school at the time that had a Saturn, and I guess he was obsessed with it because I remember him bringing in the box for a Sega Saturn game one time, and he was, I don't know, I guess he really loved it, but never understood why he brought in the box, but like not. I don't even remember if the game was in there. Oh, we were talking about old YouTubers too. I remember, to be honest, you mentioned iJustine. I remember her from back in the day. I didn't even appreciate her videos much back then, to be honest, because I remember way back 2009, right? That's how far back we're going. She did a video on the Palm Pre. Now, I'm a WebOS fanboy. You guys probably know. I still think WebOS was the best mobile operating system we've ever had. Android's nice, but WebOS was king, right? So I still think the Palm Pre was one of my favorite phones I ever owned. And, alright, so it wasn't Apple iOS, so it wasn't Google Android. Sorry, it was Palm just trying to do their own thing. And you know what? They were doing a good job, but the problem is they didn't have the app support. You know, Palm dumped them off, and then HP dumped them off, and no one wanted them. But I remember her reaction when the phone first came out. Like, she did a video. I always remember this. She was going from store to store. She was doing a vlog. She's trying to find a Palm Pre. Nobody's got the thing in stock. Everybody's sold out. And then, like, she saw one store where the phone was on display. And, first of all, the display phone... Alright, I know this from working retail, right? The display phone was a fake phone. It's a dummy phone. They're not built to the same standards as a real phone. They don't have all the same metal parts in them, right? So they're not as well made. So I remember her playing with like the display dummy phone palm print. It's like, ew, it's like a little nugget. Like what? What do you mean, like it's like a nugget? Like, well, it's phone shaped, yes. Sorry that it wasn't an iPhone. Okay, I'm that guy putting down recons. Oh. Thank you for telling me about the audio, because I don't know if you guys don't tell me. Sorry, I'm not fancy enough where, like, I have a $600 microphone while I have a set of headphones on where I can constantly hear myself back and know if the audio's good. I'm not that fancy, sorry. How's the game audio now, though? I mean, I haven't talked to Ashens in a while, but I don't know. I mean, we were never on like a personal one-on-one like buddy knifing each other from across Twitterverse, but he's a cool guy. He's been quiet lately. He's probably been working on that movie he advertised heavily not too long ago that he was working on. His movies are pretty funny. Heck yeah, the Sony Xperia Play. That was also one of my favorite phones, but nope. We lost someone on our team, so I'm just going to goof off now. Yeah, we're not going to win because someone from our team disconnected, which is fine. It means it won't count for a loss for us. Yeah, the Xperia Play was nice, but it was underpowered. Hardware-wise, that phone quickly felt outdated. I didn't hold on to it for long. Oh, the Switch 2 is awesome, and I'm a Nintendo fanboy, so I will absolutely be buying it. Hey, Nuts Freak is here. What's up? Oh, so yeah, I was gonna, for those of you just joining, yeah, so a scammer tried to get into my account a second time. Last time it was a Duolingo scammer. This time it was a Shopify scammer. But I saw this one coming from a mile away because they tried to send me an exe file, which also gave me his IP address, which probably wasn't his actual IP address, probably using a VPN, but still. I was like, I got your IP address, D-hole, and all he did was send me back a poop emoji. So he knows I called him out. But he never blocked me. But yeah, I knew it was going to be the Duolingo guy all over again. It's like, alright, Shopify, oh, you want to sign a contract? Oh, okay. We're not even going to discuss numbers yet? Oh, no, just going to send me a link to, a download link. Oh, and it was a knockoff DocuSign website that it brought me to. It was called, like, DocuFast or something. But it looked like DocuSign. I think it even had DocuSign branding. And in the message he sent me, he verbatim said something like, "We use DocuSign to ensure security with our contracts and our clients." Blah, blah, blah. Like, totally bull honky. But yeah, I didn't even download the exe because I'm like, bro, you're not. Nobody's signing a contract with an exe file. Like, I don't even know where to begin with how ludicrous that is. It's like, try harder, lads. Oh, the Pandora handheld. No, I got rid of that years ago. I ended up selling that. That was a big disappointment for me. I wanted to love that handheld so much. Couldn't do it. Pleasant Green, that guy's a cool dude. Why am I not? I keep forgetting to use the dang recons that I'm putting down. Use them. I didn't waste 3 main slots of my bonus gear for sub power up for nothing. Use the dang recon. Oh, not there. That's too... Oh my, okay, oh, someone's after me, geez, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what I do to scammers lately? It seems to be more common now that scammers send you text messages, right? I don't know why that is, but maybe they realize they make more money that way. That guy's username is rude. Yeah, a lot of them just do texting now, and they always pretend to be job recruiters, so... Guys, I'm terrible. You know what I do when scammers text message me? I send them a meme image. There's a very old meme image, a very classic one. I'm going to spell it backwards. L-R-I-G-B-U-T. I send them that. Shuts them up every time. Oh, I don't feel any shame in it, because they're a scammer. They are literally they are actively trying to steal my identity. So at least I can do is send them a vulgar meme. How naughty. Have I ever built a PC? Yes. That was a long time ago. 2010. That was the last time I built a PC. What meme? Oh, I'll spell it backwards for you. The meme, yeah, I'll spell the meme backwards. L-R-I-G-B-U-T. L-R-I-G-B-U-T. That's backwards. It wasn't as easy to find that image as you would think. It was almost like it's been sort of, kind of scrubbed from the internet, but not totally. You could still find it. Make sure the scammers know I found it. I did. Well, it was a failed live stream. I remember that too. It was like something went wrong with the build, and I just said like F it halfway through the stream or something. But I tried to do it in a live stream. Yeah. Yeah, send scammers that meme. They love it. Sheesh. Oh god, my X ranking is terrible for Splat Zones. Okay. Wait. I don't care. Hello, person games. I'm gonna switch to Turf War after this. Yeah, just remember, a legitimate job recruiter will never try to contact you via WhatsApp. So, if it's a scammer, send them a vulgar meme. That's what I do. One time I used that vulgar meme on a scammer, and they called me a name that refers to a race that I'm not, but they used a very not friendly term for it, and then blocked me. It's like, okay, how does that have to do with the other? Because they don't know what to say. If you send them something gross enough, it's like, what do you even say to that? That's the beauty of it. They don't know what to say to it. You catch them so off guard. They're like, they don't even know what to do. They'll just call you some racial slur and then block your phone number and WhatsApp. Sometimes the scammers send me a text. Sometimes the text comes up in WhatsApp. Seems to be random. Yeah, if you're looking for a job, they will not magically message you in WhatsApp. I can promise you that. It's just not... It's not how the world works, is it? It is crazy how scammers continue to evolve, though. We've come a long way from what they used to be. They used to be just pretending to be Amazon. I remember when the scams used to be as simple as impersonating Amazon. Someone tried to order an iPhone 11 on your Amazon account. You actually cancel it with us over the phone. Please to be remoting into your computer. Now they just go for your whole identity. They go for all the logged in sessions in your computer for all the websites you're signed into. So two-factor authentication means squat. It's freaky. It's like your grade school teachers always try to tell you, right? If it's too good to be true, I mean, it is. It's true. They weren't lying to us. You know, I didn't really... Night Freak, I didn't think anybody was going to go looking for it. I probably should have said don't look for it, but yeah, don't. Night Freak. Save it for the scammers, man. Don't look. To be honest, I thought just saying vulgar meme was going to be enough to not have anyone look at it, but Night Freak, you proved me wrong. Thank you. Yeah, what you do? It's reverse psychology, you know? Yeah, definitely going to Turf War after this. I mean, those Amazon and e-commerce scams still exist, but they're nowhere near as prevalent as they used to be, so they can't be... They must not be the bread makers for scammers anymore. I like seeing the videos where, like, a whole call center gets raided of scammers. Those are always fun. Like, the scam baiter hacks into their closed-circuit camera system and can watch them panic live. It's fun. I'm gonna be honest, if a meme had that kind of name in it, I would just assume it's vulgar. Scammers hate this one weird trick. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the same strategy with my gear, but for Turf War. Let's see what we get. I mean, you can really send them any classic, vulgar meme you can think of. I think I saw something like that briefly on Discord, but I'll admit I haven't been too active on Discord in a few days. I kind of just went on there quickly now to tell people I was live because I don't want people to miss when I am live. I have people tell me, like, I'll never tell someone to click the bell for my channel, right? But I have people tell me they click the bell, and sometimes they still don't get notified. So, I'm not Mr. Beast, it's what it is. Why are they gonna promote me? I don't make them money. But Mr. Philanthropist, like, oh, I just saved 100 blind children. You know, can't compete with that. I mean, I am glad that it does look like he does genuinely nice things with his money. I'm just saying, most people could look like a hero if they have unlimited supplies of income, though, right? If you have the money to feed 10,000 people, then yeah, you're gonna look like a hero. Or you're just gonna look like the guy that was able to cut a fat check. Oh yeah, Night Tree, you can ping it to me, that's fine. As long as you don't ping me at like 2 a.m. like some people do. Like, I don't turn off pinging in my Discord server, but some people will ping me at like 2 a.m. and it's like, bro, no. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, but like, no. Yeah, I can't believe Mr. Beast is getting married. That's probably going to be a whole YouTube video in itself, like, I just paid to marry this girl. I mean, he barely knows her name or whatever. And I saw the picture of, like, him proposing to his girlfriend at Christmas time, like, where his family was in the picture, and, like, you know that picture was fake, obviously, right? Because you want the picture to look good. It's a momentous occasion, you're a famous guy, I get it, you want the moment to look good, but you know it was fake. You know the living room was just full of photographers and those black light umbrellas and big flash bulbs, like, it was all fake, and they're probably given the outfits to wear. There's nothing organic about that little quote-unquote family meeting. It's just, I don't like fake, you know? I can't. Okay, Night Streak, I went back to your message where you said, did you see my fake Famiclone menu? Because I just saw what you pinged me, and I'm like, oh, that's a fake menu. And then, like, okay, it was supposed to be fake. That's funny, though. I liked it. Was, throw penguins off cliffs is pretty good. Lawsuit Evasion. The Completionist and Yoshi like that game. Galaxy Shooting. That sounds like every other shooting game on any multi-cart ever. I'm thinking about that Mr. Beast photo op again. It's like, again, I get it. You want a nice picture for a big occasion, but at the same time, it's like I want to see the raw event, man. Like I don't care if the lighting isn't perfect or like, oh, the flash didn't work from this direction. It was a little like oversaturated. Let's get the mom over in this corner of the photo for a better shot opportunity. No, I don't. You can't sell me on the fake because I can't help but repeatedly think about how it's fake. Those names were pretty good. The fact that Mr. Beast associated with that, I don't know, that weird creepo guy, that, like he hid the fact that he was a weird creepo guy, and he participated with freaking Logan Paul of all people with those damn lunch loot things that I think are already off the market. Didn't one of them, like the pizza one or something, one of them came with cheese and it had an issue where it was getting moldy, so that kind of went viral. People were posting pictures of the mold. I don't understand how you can advertise yourself as Mr. YouTube Nice Guy, and then write a contract and share a business opportunity with Logan Paul. That's disgusting. You know, maybe me doing live streams like this where I'm bashing people like Logan Paul and Mr. Beast, maybe that's why my monetization is still pending. Like a notification goes out, Mr. Beast, he's talking crap about your channel, and he's like, oh no, we can't have that. Shut him down. Aren't those Prime drinks basically just like aspartame and vitamin B12? I'm probably thinking more of like 5-hour energy shots. I haven't had those things in a long time. Timer went off. I remember the first time I tried a 5-hour energy, it had a warning on it. It said something like, if you've never tried this before, only consume half of it at first. So I did. I only drank half of it. And then I had to go to the bathroom. And then I thought to myself, I wonder if it was because of this. Let me drink the other half and confirm. Well, I drank the other half and I was right back in there. So I'm like, ah, we have made a discovery. It's like Brawndo. It's what plants crave. He wants to give plants water? Ew, from like the toilet? Man, that movie was so on point. It's been a few years since I've seen that movie. I might have to watch it again. Oh, Idiocracy. It was a depiction of how stupid humanity is going to get in about 500 years from now. Like, the average IQ is going to be, across the board, is going to be something like 50 or 60. It depicts a future where, like, only the brainless jocks won. They got all the girls and stuff, so that made offspring that were more dumber and dumber as the family went along, and then 500 years in the future, you have all idiots. He goes to a doctor, and the doctor's holding these two things on a tube, and he's like, "All right, this one goes in your mouth, and this one goes in your butt. Oh, wait a minute." And like he fumbles the two of them around, mixing them up. He's like, "No, this one goes in your mouth. This one goes in your butt." And they had that guy who was in those "I'm a PC, I'm a Mac" commercials. I forget his name. He was in Waiting. Go. They're following me. I didn't see Shadow and Tails on Splatoon. You mean like they just had their names as that? I guarantee you they don't have any Sonic character skins in Splatoon. They don't even have Mario, I don't think. Splatoon seems to exist in its own universe, but yet it seems that other Nintendo franchises can reference Splatoon, but it never goes the other way around. No, this isn't like Fallout, guys, where they have skins from every franchise imaginable that's not Nintendo. I read once, I don't know if it's true, but about that movie, Idiocracy. Starbucks is named in that movie. Like, they're mentioned by name, so obviously they probably, like, paid to use the branding or something. And from what I read, I guess they did do some sort of partnership deal with Starbucks, but they didn't like how they interpreted Starbucks in the movie. I guess 500 years from now, Starbucks, I don't know, you'll get, how can I say this while staying YouTube friendly? You get free grown-up services with every purchase or something like that. I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. But I guess after Starbucks saw that, they were upset about it. Like, wow, this is what you did to us. So it's like, well, you didn't really tell us what to say. You just said we can use your name, so we used it. You 0.5%. Wait, for old time's sake, you ready? There we go. Now I'm ready for a draft one. Oh yeah, I still do. Well, this I swear soda doesn't quite make me burp like seltzer used to. I like the zero sugar soda. You know, shopping for a good zero sugar soda is like shopping for a good car, because it's like you gotta find one that fits just right, because like you could try a zero sugar Coke and you're like, oh, that tastes terrible. I can totally tell it's like aspartame. It tastes like butt. And then like you have a zero sugar Mountain Dew and you're like, that's fine. Like I could do with that. I could pretend it's soda, whatever. But then like I have zero sugar Starry here and I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is soda that like I don't feel like I'm compromising anything in terms of taste. Like to me, it's telling my brain it tastes like a regular soda. And it's like my car purchase. It fits me. Actually, that's a good question to ask you guys. Does anybody know? I mean, sure I could probably look it up or whatever, but I want to see if you guys know, because I don't. We don't. What's the difference between a diet soda and a zero sugar soda? Because aren't they accomplishing the same thing?
Like for example, Coke. You get a zero sugar Coke or a diet Coke?
Yeah, what's the difference between a zero sugar and a diet? Don't they have the same, like, sugar substitutes? I don't get it. Diet Pepsi, that's another one where I'll drink that and I can tell it's a diet soda. I'm just like, ugh. I think it is like a difference of like one or two ingredients. I just don't know what it is. Okay, what is it?
So Google says that diet Coke primarily uses aspartame, while zero sugar Coke uses a combination of aspartame and aiming for a taste closer to regular.
So that's why my Starry has 2% potassium in it.
So now I feel like I need to try, because I've been having some diet soda. I feel like I'm going to try the zero sugar one.
See, and it's kind of like eating healthy, because a banana has potassium in it. So, see, there, Mom, if you're watching, I'm eating healthy because I'm drinking potassium soda. That's how healthy it is. You're gonna be so proud of me.
So zero sugar Coke makes it taste more like regular.
So the zero sugar... Okay, it's like what Bionicle Forever just said, where diet is meant to taste like its own thing, like, oh yeah, that's a diet, and zero sugar is meant to emulate the real thing.
I gotta try zero sugar now.
And just saying, zero sugar Starry, you got not sponsored. You guys do a good job. It's pretty damn convincing.
Wait, is there zero sugar Pepsi?
Probably. What was my very first Famiclone? That's a good question. I'm trying to think. My first Famiclone would probably be whichever is the earliest Famiclone video on my channel. Alright, this is going nowhere, this lobby. Sometimes, I swear, if you choose to stay with a group, sometimes it makes the loading take longer. Did I have any... I don't remember any Famiclones before YouTube. I feel like YouTube really brought me into the world, for better or worse. Of Famiclones, not the world in general. Oh, someone asked again before. Yeah. So to sum up earlier, yeah, a scammer tried to get into my channel again, but they tried to send me an infected exe file. Well, an exe file, yeah. Pretty much easy to tell that has some sort of infection attached to it, but... Yeah, I knew he was fake from the get-go because the timing, you know, the Duolingo guy just tried to hit me up. So this guy just now comes along with the same sort of spiel, you know, Twitter DMs, he's got a blue check mark, all the usual stuff. Yeah, he tried to send me an exe file, said it was the contact assignment, but go to hell. When I called him out, he just sent me a poop emoji back. Nothing else. Didn't block me, though. The Duolingo guy eventually blocked me after I spammed him enough. This person has not blocked me yet. But I send them about 1 or 2 messages a day. I don't want them to forget about them. No, I want them to know that, you know, I still think about them, and, you know, they're still on my mind, and I care about them. Maybe that Sudoku one was my first Famiclone. At the moment, I got lots. I got Atari 2600, NES, Super Nintendo, N64, Wii, Wii U, Switch, Virtual Boy, multiple handhelds. Probably too many. I don't know. Handhelds are my favorite type of console. I don't know why. I like the idea of a console it's all in one thing, you know? It's the screen, the sound, it's everything in one package. Buttons. Like the Marge Simpson meme says, I just think it's neat. Come on. There we go. A nice family portrait. This game was full of noobs right after Christmas, let me tell you. Oh boy. Reminds me of when I started playing Splatoon. I think it blows my nephew's mind when I tell him that I've been playing Splatoon since before he was born, because I was playing it on the Wii U. He loves Splatoon 3 right now, and he's quite quickly moving up the ranks in Salmon Run. But, yeah, he's all about Splatoon right now, so obviously I'm proud. I mean, I think it's probably my fault, but still proud of him. Now, you know why it's my fault that he likes Nintendo? Because when he was 3 months old, I made him a level in Mario Maker 1 on the Wii U, because they had a Wii U at the time. I made a level where all they had to do was hold right to win, because he's 3 months old, right? So I was just figuring, you know, you put his hand on the joystick, just move it right, and there you go. It's like he's playing, and yeah. There's a video that I got somewhere, but it's super old and potato quality now. Nah, I don't have any PSPs, regular or PSP Go. The Go I didn't have for too long. I don't know. Since they're back in stock, even used, speaking of handhelds, even used Playdates go for decent prices on eBay. Like, mine's pretty used. I'm almost debating, like, ordering a new one and just selling the used one on eBay. Oh, God. I'm telling you, when you're in a group, when you're in an existing group, I swear, sometimes the matchmaking takes longer. And I still love my Playdate console. I still play it. There's still games that come out for it. They have their own app ecosystem and everything. When I reviewed it, it didn't even have an app catalog. You could sideload stuff, sure, but you had to get it all from developers on like Itch.io. There was no dedicated app store. glad to see it doing as well as it did. I remember when I first saw the Playdate announced, I'm like, I don't know if it was like the crank or just the idea that it wasn't trying to be it wasn't trying to be the most techy thing ever. It was just trying to be its thing, and it does its thing really well, and that's what makes it fun. Yeah, the yellow one with the crank. That's the one. I mean, there's so many freaking emulation devices out there, and they're all more or less the same thing. Like, they all pretty much emulate up until, like, the GameCube PS2 era. Some of them will go later than that if you're lucky. But they're all the same thing, blah, blah, blah. Here's the Playdate doing its own thing. Like, oh yeah, we have a non-backlit black and white screen. The crank is part of the control mechanism. We have our own app store and everything. And the games on it are pretty dang fun. Oh, what is it, man? I love that thing. Well, some China consoles emulate PS2 games, but it's still not the norm. Like, it's definitely not the norm for GameCube emulation on those. GameCube emulation is if you're really, really lucky, or if that's something you kind of have to actively seek out if you want it to work well. I think a lot of the China consoles do the Sega Dreamcast pretty well now, though, so Dreamcast is pretty easy to emulate. N64 is still mostly alright. I think in a way, like, when I make those videos and I say how all the China consoles are all just like the same, they're the same as each other, right? They all copy each other, they're all going for the same thing, they all look similar, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I think maybe my videos get too repetitive, but maybe that's just the point I'm trying to make, is that there's too many those freaking copycat consoles out there. They're all trying to do the same thing, so when something is different, it's nice to see something different. And it's nice to see it, you know, have a cool community of developers and stuff, too. I remember those game sticks. They were literally called game sticks. Didn't they overheat a lot or something? Didn't they have a tendency to, like, cook their own guts? Not like the Xbox 360, but... I still see ads for game stick type devices on, like, TikTok. TikTok wants me to buy those really badly. And the ad will have someone, like an actual human, playing it, and they're like, oh, bro, it's like the arcade consoles I used to have as a child. But yet the sound emulation is, like, totally wrong, and the aspect ratio is 16:9. It's like, ah, God. Yes, it's exactly like I remember from home. Buy today. What does that mean, cello solo? Oh, God. Even Tweety Girl thinks that cello solo is pretty slick. I just like to imagine in the recording booths, someone was just absolutely shredding on their cello. Well, to be honest, it's probably a fine one. Steam Deck? No. If I want to play PC games, well, I barely play Steam. And if I do, I just use my laptop with a Bluetooth controller. I don't have any Steam games that I love enough where I need to have them with me. If I have games that I want to bring with me, it's usually the Switch. Oh yeah, does anyone remember Chips Challenge on the PC? That was one of the Tweeter Girls classics, was Chips Challenge. I'll be honest, I don't know if I heard of it until you mentioned it, but I have discovered from like downloading it for you and stuff that a lot of people remember Chips Challenge apparently. Ever see you beat it? Oh. I thought I had like a password system or something. Use my beacons, people. No, not the one chip challenge where it was the really hot tortilla chip. I'm talking about the PC game that was called Chips Challenge. But no, the hot chip did get banned because some teenage kid ate one and died from it. And even though the box has all the warnings on it, they agreed to pull off the shelves. Anyway, why did we do so? Just look at that. Why am I even trying anymore? Look at that. That was a really crappy one to end on. So I'm gonna do one more turf war before we wrap it up. But I'm gonna do one where we do better than 22%. I mean, Jesus. G-bus. Nope, give me a whole new group of people. Thank you. I do think that, yes, the warning did extend to say things like, it did go as far as to say things like not for kids, you know, for adults only. If you don't feel like you can handle this, call an ambulance. Like, but even with all that, I think they're just like, you know what? Not. I guess they decided it wasn't worth it. It's alright. The world always has some sort of hot food challenge. Where the one chip challenge concludes, someone else will take its place. They even have like world's hottest gummy bears. No, I'm not trying one. I tried the world's hottest chip. I'm good. When it comes to world's hottest blank, I'm good. I tried the chip. I have nothing left to prove to the world. I paid dearly for trying that chip, and I don't mean monetarily. To be honest, I thought that video was going to get more... I was kind of disappointed it didn't get more views. I was like, darn, I really had to suffer for that video physically. I think that's when I decided I'll stick to videos that are physically less taxing, like not eating a metric ton of Carolina Reaper. Where did I get that milk? Heck if I know. I think that whole afternoon was a blur. Well, I mean, like, I know milk came from the fridge, but I don't know what store I bought it at. I see you hiding in the ink. Get over here. here. That can use me missiles. Make it rain missiles. No one got splattered. Support. Speaking of milk, is anybody here Canadian? Why is your milk in bags? Like, I genuinely want to know, is there some sort of benefit that I'm unaware of having your milk in a bag versus just in the plastic jug from the get-go? Like, instead, no, you got to take it home in the bag, and you got to pour it in a pitcher, or just leave it as a bag, but that bag takes up weird space in your fridge because it's, you know, it's a blob, it's a puddle. I don't think we've lost that one. Nah. That's a good one to end on. Nice. Got a fist bump. Alright, well, that'll do it for tonight's stream, so hope you enjoyed the second story of the scammer trying to get in my channel. Who knows what the third scammer will try to be. You know, I've had Duolingo and Shopify, so really anything's possible at this point. Especially if they message me in my DMs on Twitter, I'll know it's not real. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.